The first episode begins with Mi-rae's fascinating account of her birth and the arrival of her twin sister Mi-rae. The older sister was originally going to be called Mi-rae Unknown. However, a difficult birth changed their plans. The parents, wanting to provide the firstborn with a bright future, chose the name Mi-rae, which means future. So Mi-rae got a name that became a symbol of her insecurities. As children, the twins were so similar that only their father and grandmother could tell them apart. After the tragic death of their father, the girls began to switch roles to hide their shortcomings. Mi-rae did not succeed in sports, and Mi-rae suffered in school. However, their trick was quickly revealed at the medical examination. Then the family decided to cut Mi-rae's hair to avoid confusion. Over the years, their paths diverged. Mi-rae became an excellent student, and Mi-rae excelled in athletics. But one day at a competition, she tripped and injured her ankle. This put an end to her sports career. Now in her 30s, Mi-rae works as a cleaner in Seoul. She remains in the shadow of a successful sister. Despite the uncertainty of the future, Mi-rae remains cheerful and determined. She quits her part-time job at school and finds a job on a strawberry farm. We meet Hosu, a lawyer who once lived across the street from the twins. His lip-reading skills help him win court cases, but his hearing problems remain a mystery. While returning to his hometown, he runs into Mi-rae. In a flashback to their first meeting, Hosu ignores her, and she rudely asks if he is deaf. Now he suddenly asked her about her sister, which annoyed her. It seemed that everyone around her was only interested in Mi-rae, while her sister ignored her calls. At the strawberry farm, we met Si-jin, a new business owner who was ridiculed for failing to harvest crops. When he looks at Mi-rae's resume, it stands out for its simplicity. We also learn that Mi-rae was caring for her grandmother who suffered a stroke and therefore never sought a stable job. Later she calls Mi-rae to visit her grandmother, but the latter, sitting in the corporate office, seems indifferent. Mi-rae complains to her mother about her sister acting distant. We learn that Mi-rae provides for the family by paying for medical treatment and carers. Feeling cornered, Mi-rae plays with the ball and accidentally hits Hosu's ear. Flashbacks show that he lost hearing in his left ear due to the accident. After hearing about this, Mi-rae buys an ice pack for Hosu, who shares his feelings with her. He senses that Mi-rae is in trouble and advises Mi-rae to talk to her. Only she can reach her sister. The next day, Mi-rae goes to Seoul to give her sister a side dish. At the coffee shop, Mi-rae says that jumping from the third floor would save her a lot of work. Mi-rae takes it as a joke, but when she returns from the bathroom, she discovers that her sister is missing. At the office, she learns that she was absent without warning. Realizing the gravity of the situation, Mi-rae rushes to her sister's side. She finds Mi-rae on the edge of the balcony, ready to jump off, but grabbing her, they both fall, fortunately not seriously injured. A series of flashbacks show that Mi-rae was bullied at work when she stood up for a colleague by testifying against her boss. At the hospital, she confesses that she feels helpless and sends Mi-rae home, claiming that she is fine. But Mi-rae, acting on instinct, offers to switch lives, just like when she was a child. In the second episode, the scene shifts to the office, where Mi-rae, disguised as Mi-rae, finds herself in the spotlight. She ignores her sister's advice to keep a low profile and acts boldly, shocking everyone. Mi-rae tries to avoid meeting his grandmother and goes to the strawberry farm. There she meets Si-jin, who doesn't give her any tasks but lets her do whatever she wants. As the days pass, the twins get used to their new life. But everything changes when director Mi-rae offers Mi-rae a new project. The girl is assigned to convince the elderly owner of the restaurant to sell the land. In case of failure, Mi-rae will be fully responsible. At the restaurant, Mi-rae is met with hostility. The elderly owner throws salt at her when she starts talking about the contract. Later she realizes that the director's true motive was to get rid of Mi-rae, condemning her to failure. Despite this, Mi-rae continues to try to win the old woman over, but her efforts are in vain. Meanwhile, Hosu becomes disillusioned with her job and meets Mi-rae disguised as Mi-rae and convinces her to talk. They go to the Han River, where Mi-rae finally tastes the ramen she dreamed of in high school. Flashbacks show them making a to-do list in Seoul. During the conversation, Hosu asks if it was because of him that she dropped the case of harassment of the boss, because he was appointed as an investigator. Mi-rae shrugs off his concern, continuing to pretend to be his sister. Meanwhile, Mi-rae, while cleaning the barn at the farm, accidentally throws out an old chair, which displeases Si-jin. She accuses him of not giving her tasks, only checking them out. The sisters try to talk about their problems, but the conversation doesn't stick. Mi-rae pretends to be Mi-jae and goes to her grandmother's house. She immediately recognizes her and praises her for returning. At work, Hosu finds out that the boss assigned him the Mi-rae case specifically. He did it because he knew they were classmates, so Mi-rae wouldn't investigate. Hosu begins to worry that he is participating in an injustice. The next day, Mi-jae goes to the elderly owner of the restaurant again and begs to be treated like a human being, but gets another handful of salt. At this point, she receives a message from Hosu asking for a meeting. They're sitting by the Han River again, and Hosu hints that he's going to quit, saying that he can't pretend when things aren't fair. In the episode's final, Mi-rae returns Si-jin's discarded chair and a report with suggestions for improving performance. This shows that she took the initiative. At the same time, Mi-jae receives a message from an elderly woman who wants to discuss the contract. Overjoyed, she briefly forgets about her Mi-rae person. It's enough for Hosu to know her true identity. These two episodes are laced with humor, heartache, and mounting tension. The climax is when Hosu recognizes Mi-jae's disguise, and there is a subtle but growing romantic tension between them. We are left in the dark about who Hosu really likes, Mi-jae or Mi-rae, and this uncertainty adds intrigue to the development of their relationship. All the best and bye-bye.